Welcome to the Sports Resort,
the People's Sports Show. Real talk unfiltered. With your host, Derrick Jonkins.
All right, welcome everyone. We're at Sports Resort with D Junk today. Today I got my buddy Lernard Mack. All right, Mack is a great guy. We played college football together. Kind of grew up in similar neighborhoods, not too far from each other. He's younger than me, but he's kind of like a guy. You know, once he got to college, I always kind of took a liking to, and I always was like, man, this guy's gonna be awesome, man. When he got there, welcome, Mack. What you been doing, man? Chilling?
Man. Oh man, thanks for having me. First of all, thanks for everything you done for me, starting back in 1997.
Ooh,
so we've been,
man.
So we've been cool, man. That's over 25 years. So a lot of people not friends for that long, and man, to be your friend for that long, that's super.
Yeah, that's real. We done been through. We did a lot of stuff. And I tell people every time, if I tell somebody some of the stuff we done did, they wouldn't even believe me. But I'd be like, hey, it is facts, true. Been through everything. All right, so let's kind of, fast forward a little bit. We both went to Texas Southern University, played football there. I would say, hands down, Mack had a better career than I did there. All right. Some accolades Mack accomplished when he was there. He was Defensive Player of the Year in the SWAC. All right. National Black College Football Player of the Year. It's not many guys in the world throughout their life that can say they accomplished that. Was Player of the Year in a conference and also Player of the Year in the whole nation. How did that feel, man, when you won, Defensive Player of the Year when you was at Texas Southern?
Well, first of all, I like to say this. So it started in 97 when Derrick was one of the first guys that I met, right? And he took me up under his wing. And so him and Ebbs and Phibbs training me to be a professional college athlete, which it takes a village, right, to get it done.
Facts.
Because you got to learn how to work out, you got to learn how to watch film, you got to learn how to learn your opponents. So when I did get the award, the first time I wasn't.
What was your stats that year like?
Oh, the stats was 127 tackles, like 80, probably about 90 was solo, and then I broke the record for tackles for loss.
Okay. Did you have any sacks?
Well, so here's the deal. So really, it was sacks, but they was counting them as tackles for loss.
Gotcha, yeah.
So it was almost a negative 1,000 yards in tackles for loss.
Gotcha.
So, I was super excited, but it was just a tribute to all the older guys that had helped me out.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I remember coming back to some games. I'm like, oh damn, Mack out there killing it. So you went SWAC of the Year, Player of the Year in the whole nation, Black college football. How long you was there? 4 years? You played
5 years. I
played 5 years.
Came back.
So let me, you win all those accolades in what, year 4 or 5?
Year 3.
So you win all these awards, but let's step back right quick. When you had. I probably say, and just call a spade, I think Black college football and actually HBCUs got probably way more notoriety than the history they ever had once Deion went to Jackson State. He opened up a door. And salute to Deion. A lot of people don't like him, but I say, hey, without Deion Sanders, going to Jackson State, at that time, right. He did last couple of years. He showed the world it. I call it what it was. It was kind of dying down. I tell people every day it was dying down. Like,
right.
So he brought a lot of stuff to it. So I always look at my experience at Texas Southern, which, I can get to later on. But how was your experience going to Texas TSU? Playing and going to an all-black college. How was your experience there, you think?
Oh, the experience was awesome. I ended up getting my business degree.
Got his paperwork, y'all. He got his paperwork. Then just get his degree in football or ping pong.
Right, which that's actually what Derrick had told me. Like, hey man, don't get no physical whatever it's called, kinesiology. Don't go that route. So my experience there was really good. Education first. The fact of not making it to the NFL and playing 5, 6, 10 years, that really didn't bother me because it's kind of hard to explain, but I may just say it like this. So like with Black college, we didn't get the looks that everybody
Correct.
else
I tell
get.
people every day,
So
when you go into a black college or small college, in general, you're gonna get a lot of overlooked. I tell people that every day. You're gonna get overlooked a lot. You don't have all the resources other schools do. Hell, the night before the games, we was eating chicken and rice. Like fried chicken. Like, who eats fried chicken and rice from the corner Chinese place the night before they have a football game? Like, that's unheard of. But that was some of the stuff we did. McDonald's. I just was eating, but you just don't have a lot of resources, weight room wise. Luckily, we had Coach Hurst, who always pushed you a little bit more to go in the weight room extra with him, but just a lot of resources you don't have. And then two, my opinion, I don't think a lot of the coaches knew the power at that time that they had to help us get to the next level. I always say coaches have so much power, but the timing has to be right. And I think back then, a lot of our coaches didn't know the power they had to help us. Didn't know when a pro scout came around to sell this kid, oversell this person, right? I see that a lot nowadays, being around some of my buddies. They oversell somebody, to them. So I think back then, a lot of, just didn't have a lot of resources. Wasn't no social media. Wasn't none of that. Wasn't no internet. Wasn't no DVDs. None of that. It was a VHS tape, things like that. So as you came along through there, with Cortez, Ali, y'all had a great nucleus of guys. I think your quarterback was Adam Lamb, CeeDee Lamb, uncle. I mean, y'all had a lot of great grades. I mean, a lot of great guys. And then you went Player of the Year. Actually, you probably should have came out this year. You won Player of the Year, right? That's another thing. He wins Player of the Year, in the conference, his third year there. And by not knowing and having a lot of resources to understand, he should have came out in the NFL. That's the year you would have been drafted in the NFL versus coming back a year. So timing is everything. I think you have to come out. If you hot, in my opinion, the kids
come out.
Hey, if you hot,
come out right.
You
now.
eligible to hit that draft. You hot. Go get that money. Don't go back and all that. Go get that money right there. So Mac, how was it? After you came, you go back to college. After winning your award and everything, you got all these accolades. What was the feeling of not getting an opportunity to play in the NFL? I mean, this goes back to a lot of people, y'all. Everybody don't get an opportunity, right? It don't matter sometimes. How was that feeling, not getting an opportunity? Because I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked. I was like, how did Mac not get an opportunity?
Right. Yeah, I was super shocked. And then also when I would see on rosters where they had guys that didn't even. So you had a guy from UT. I won't say no names. Guy at UT, no stats, no nothing. Get a shot at the NFL. But I balled out obviously throughout the season, and then I also balled out in the Paradise Bowl, which had like players from USC, UCLA, all the top colleges. So like they had to tell me to slow down. Hey, Max, 46, slow down. So I thought at that time I was going to be good, but once the draft came and went, nothing. Then afterwards, nothing. It was like, dude, like, so I also had plan B though. So like, which that's the reason why you want to get your degree, because if you want any of your friends to use their resources to get you a job, I'll just be blunt with it. If to get you a job, you have to have that piece of paper. You don't have that piece of paper, they can't get you a job.
Certain jobs.
Certain job. Yeah, right.
After you didn't make it, being around you a little bit, I don't think it hits you like it most do. Like, oh, life is over. You kind of like kept going through life and figuring it out,
Right.
Not letting that make you sad and depressed, and not doing the post-football syndrome what a lot of people do when they just get down on themselves and don't know what life going.
Right. And we had a good group of guys around us. So like even though it didn't make it, right? You had Ali, you had Tez, you had, we were still, me and you were still able to go to the same events, drive the same stuff, cars. We had all of that. So it was like,
I was hustling.
Right. And we knew how to, like, if we wanted, we went and got it. So we had the same thing that they had. And a couple things is probably if would have went to the NFL, all that money would have been gone by now. And would have had a couple more concussions. So it's a good learning experience, and definitely for like the younger generation, make sure you have a good relationship with your coach. Make sure that you be respectful to everybody because you're going to need everybody to get to where you're trying to go. So, and you want to be able to pick up the phone and call. Like I can call Derrick. I ain't talked to Derrick one time for about 5 years. And so there's going to be friends that you have to call that you haven't talked to in 20 years, 15 years. And you want them to be excited. You want those guys to be excited to hear your voice.
Got you on that. So while at Texas Southern, what's your craziest experience when you was there?
Crazy experience.
Funnest, craziest, and you wildest. You like, whoa, what did I just do?
Man, it was the day before homecoming, Jackson State. And I decided to go get me some Burger King. So I walked by myself to Burger King, came back.
In Third Ward?
In Third Ward.
Ooh.
Coach Thomas was sitting at the dorms when I got back.
Hold on. So you missed curfew?
I missed curfew.
Oh, Coach Thomas didn't play that.
So he made me roll on the Tiger Walk in front of everybody. So I'm rolling, and he said, keep your Burger King in your hand. So I'm rolling with Burger King in my hand on concrete. And everybody just looking out the window from the dorms, the girls' dorm. The guys done just laughing like a mug. But he just said, hey, I'm not going to punish the team, but you about to roll on this ground. So that was...
Yeah, Coach Thomas, man. Coach Thomas was our head coach, man, at Texas Southern. Great guy. He passed away a few years ago, but I called him Big Bill, and I had some of the most respect for him, man. He probably one of the most solid people I knew in my life. If he said something, he did it. Never was a guy gonna tell you something, didn't do it. But the crazy thing was, if you was late to the weight room, or anything, he'll just make you do some crazy thing. I never forget, guys was late to the weight room, and he was, and for some reason, I swear he didn't go to home and go to sleep. I think he slept at his office, because we had weights at 5:15 in the morning, and he'd be there at 4:30 at the door. But I never forget one day I was on time, but some guys was late, and man, it was like 6 of them late to the weight room. He cut them. I never forget that. He told them, "Don't come back. Don't come back. like cut them." And 2 of them, I'm not gonna call the name, was pretty good. I'm like, damn. Whoo! I ain't never been late to the weight room again. This was like my first year too. I'm like, oh, coach, Then of course he had some of the guys who he was still in a good mood. This was his good mood day. You late. He'll just make you go out on the field in the grass and roll. Just roll. You wake up, be itchy and everything, and
in the rain.
In the rain.
He didn't kill.
And in a straight up in a guy. And I gotta tell this story. I never forget we was about to play Grambling State in the Astrodome, homecoming, and Seto was our starting quarterback. Cedric Douglas was late to the meeting. And coach never played about late to the meetings, man. I never forget this. Seto was about 5 minutes late to the team meeting for the game. And coach say, "You not starting today. Will Height, you the starter." I never forget that. And Will Height had the start of the game since I was there. He barely even played. And then everybody like, "Oh, this is going to be hard. Coach serious." So he was serious. Because when he raised his voice or tone up, you knew he was serious. I'm like, oh, even the coaches was looking like, how we going to do this? So everybody like, Will Height going to be the starter? Said it was late. I'm like, oh, all right, let's go. So everybody rallied. And, man, we went out there and won that game. Beat Grambling. I caught a pick that game. I think I ran it for like 20 yards. We won that game. And Will Height didn't look back the rest of the season, man. He started the rest of the season. We ended up beating Southern that year. Later on, Seto came back and started playing a lot, and they kind of shared the role. But my reason for saying that is that's because Will Height was ready for this opportunity once he got it, right? A lot of people not ready once the light is on you, and we was lucky to have 2 great guys at quarterback that year, Will Height and Seto. And we ended up going 7-3 that year, missing the bowl game by I think 1 game or a few points or something. It was the best year I had there. One of my best years of my football life I had. On the field, off the field. It was just a great thing. But watching that as a freshman, and I was starting the year, watching that as a freshman, I was like, man, you have to be ready for opportunity. And Will Height was ready, and he stepped in there and started. And, man, we had a heck of a great game. I haven't talked to Will Height in years. I talk to Seto every now and then. He has a son plays wide receiver at Texas Tech now. Great athlete. He'll probably play on Sundays one day. But But man, yeah, that was one of my Coach Thomas stories, and I was like, hold up, he just benched and Seto was putting up numbers that year, like running, throwing. I'm like, I think I almost had a heart attack when he said that. I'm like, hold up, coach, it's a big game. Eddie Robinson was their coach then.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man. So there was just, some great stories there, but, kind of going back to Mack, I'll never forget when he was playing, he was a guy, I'm like, man, this guy's going to be good. I always said that the guy was going to be good. I just seen it in you.
And let me add something to what you said earlier. So when I was a freshman and I first came in and we had like picture day. And so they had all the freshmen taking pictures together, and then they had like everybody else with their positions, the older guys. And so we all the freshmen together. It's like 12 of us. And we look at the DB section. We're like, man, who the heck is that DB right there? So this is how like crazy it is. So number 34 was Jonkins, Derrick, this guy right here. 6'4", 6'3", whatever, 212. So we like, man, who the heck? Because we've never seen anything like this before. So, and then a lot of times in the games, like they wouldn't throw it to my man's side because we didn't have the breakdowns, the analytics and all of that stuff. Like people literally didn't know how Derrick really shut down at the cornerback position at TSU. Now, if Derrick carried how UT keep their stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if you go to UT,
it's kind of crazy though.
They come in and they gonna say, oh, you know what? This dude shut the game down, whatever, 60% of the time, and all this kind of like we gonna take this guy. So that's literally the difference between
the stats.
Derrick going
My junior year, though, our inside director, I don't know what it is, he started keeping better stats of it. Because from I never forget, the first 5 games of the season, I was leading the whole nation in interception. I called an interception the first 5 games.
Yeah.
I called a pick in each game. He had the stats, and he would post it on the little wall. And I'm like, oh, shit. But he had every college. I'm like, I'm leading the whole. He like, yeah, you leading the whole nation in interception. Right. I think I ended up finishing that year with like 6 or 7 picks at the end of the thing, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, man, just stuff we just ain't have the resources to.
But Derrick was a baller, and he had he had everybody's respect on the other teams also. You know what I'm saying? So I think now they do a lot better job of keeping the stats and all that kind of stuff. And then by Dion, putting it to the public eye what goes on in the SWAC, like. Shoot, everybody in the SWAC get a look now.
Yeah. I mean, and too, they have, you got the NFL has the HBCU bowl game. I still hate that nobody was, got drafted from it, but it's a start because I always tell people as you keep going, they keep having those games, right? You got to be prepared for that moment, and you got to shine. You can't be average. I tell people trying to get to the NFL, you got to be a wolf. You cannot be average. Average is not going to get you there, especially coming from an HBCU. So all my guys out there that's HBCU players now, get you a trainer, start working. If you're a skill guy, get on that track because you have to run fast. You're a skill guy. Nobody's going to care about what you bench, all right? They want to know, can you run, all right? Size, speed, kills, all right? If you a skill guy, you in an HBCU, most guys say, I don't have no money. Hey, don't cost nothing to go run track at the school also. You play football, you don't got no money for a trainer, go run track. Go to the track team. We was in school, TSU and all those guys did that. TSU ended up getting a shot with Baltimore. So because you can get drafted. I played with 2 guys that got this. Cortez get drafted? No, he got free agent.
He got free agent, but he got the highest contract ever.
Yeah. I'm talking about. So drafted, I played at Texas Southern. I played with Nick Lopez. He got drafted the 5th round of Miami Dolphins. Who else got drafted when I was there?
Sid Johnson, I think.
No. Only Nick was the only one. So I did play with a guy got drafted with my teammate. So you can get drafted from that, but you got to shine. Nick was a dog. I think he had a zillion sacks, 6'5", run like a deer. And I never forget. And I was a freshman. He was a senior. I never forget. Every day at practice was about 20 NFL scouts sitting right there watching him every day. So I knew he was gonna get a shot. Man, we played with numerous guys that got signed free agent. Cortez, Ali. Lee Harvey even got signed when he came out. A couple other guys got opportunities. So the opportunities there, you got to take advantage of it, man. I tell HBCU guys, got to take advantage of opportunities and be prepared. That's the catch right there. So fast forward now, Mac. Football is over with. zillion years ago, man. We're on our life now. What are you doing now?
Project manager, man. I've been doing it for 3 years. Before that, I was in the medical field. I worked for Stryker Endoscopy for 12 years. So being a role model for the kiddos and being successful and surrounding myself with the people that I want to be like in life, not what other people want me to be like, which Derrick touched on that earlier. You definitely want to surround yourself with what you want to be in the next at least 2 to 3 years.
Tell people that every day, man. Putting yourself around good people is crucial, man, for success, bro.
Because literally, if you hang around people that are, well, I'm going to be blunt. If you hang around dummies, you're going to be dumb. If you hang around smart people, you're going to get a lot smarter. So
quick. I tell people that every day. Like, I'm around way more smarter people, and I gain something every day from them. I'm like, man, I'm using that one. Yep. See, I told you something else today. I'm like, yeah, you taught me a lot, but you're right, though. I call a spade. You around this, that's who you're going to be.
Right.
So all my young people out there, even older people, because as you get older, too, you still got to watch it. Put yourself around positivity, man. And I almost say people that's like on another above you in a way, because if they're trying to help you, they're going to give you the advice. I tell people that every day. I always tell people every day, man, my best friend is like 75 years old. Give me all the game in the world. Like,
absolutely.
He might tell me some crazy stuff, but 99% of the time, give me game. Like free game, information, and stuff I can't, I can't look back at that, man. So, man, Mac, appreciate being on, man. If you got a young kid that, that's playing HBCU football right now, or just playing football, whatever. I always try not to throw HBCU in the block like everybody doing. Just athlete in general out there trying to chase their dreams, trying to accomplish something. What advice could you give them?
Yeah, first thing I'm going to say, if you want to go to the league, you do have an opportunity to go. All you got to do is go look at the NFL Combine, look at your position, whatever all those dudes ran and jumped and all that, that's what you got to accomplish. All right. Thanks. Then also the NFL has all their contact information on their websites. So go and get their contact information, email addresses, send your highlight film, send your films to them every week. Just bug them. So what happens is you have your Randy Mosses, right? And that's another level athlete. And then you have a bunch of guys that's just like the same, right? So an NFL scout is going to take the person that they know every time. So if me and another guy have the same talent, but they know the other guy and they have a relationship with him, then they're going to take him. Like quick, fast, and in a hurry. So develop a relationship with all the teams. Do not listen to outsiders. Listen to your parents and your coaches. That's it. Shut everything else out. And your trainer. Sorry, D.
Yeah. Training. Training is very important. I tell people that preparation is the key to success.
And you ought to do a consulting company, man, to make it to the NFL. So
man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, because
you know the plan for sure.
I know the plan.
Everything you said was true.
Every day. I tell people every day. I can look at a person. I can get a kid training within the 30 minutes. I can tell they're gonna be a pro. I can tell within 30 minutes they're gonna be a pro. I've been doing this so long, and the numbers. It is what it is. Like I was telling you the other day, out of all the kids I done trained in 26 years that got drafted or got signed in the NFL,
right?
Very few.
Gotcha. So I got a question for you. So if you have a kid that's an undersized cornerback, undersized linebacker, undersized D lineman, what do you tell them?
What you mean undersized? How big is a linebacker?
The linebacker, we'll just say we'll go 5'11".
Hold on,
5'11". 230.
At 5'11", 230 linebacker better be running a 4.40.
Okay.
Benching 400 pounds, squatting and be a beast. If not, he has no shot.
Gotcha. All right. If he's 6'2", 245.
He better be a wolf.
Gotcha.
Because it's a lot of those. So regardless, you got to be a wolf. People say dog, wolf eat dog. You got to be a wolf to make it. It don't matter if you short now, if you 5'10", playing middle linebacker, it's going to be hard, right? Yeah, you got Sam Mills, you got those guys. Those are one-off unicorns, right? Those is never, I forgot the other guy played. But you're going to have to be a wolf if you're going to be undersized. You're going to have to be that.
And then how should their video look? Maybe you can help the kids out with that.
Well, at the end of the day, like I remember you said the other day, you have to have film. unless you finna just show up on a pro day and go run a 4.240, you're not getting an opportunity. So you have to have game feel. Yeah, if you show up on pro day, because speed kills. Nobody can coach that, teach that. If you show up on a pro day, you never play, because it does happen. You get guys never play football, show up on a pro day, run 4.2, they get signed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but if you have no film in college, you never play, and you don't have the 40, the size and speed, you just got no opportunity. You just not got no shot. It's not gonna happen, bro.
Well, yeah, just because we was talking about it the other day, the guy sent me the film, and I look at the film, I'm like, dude, are you a model? Like you?
Yeah. What he like, sent you, that just like, that's situations. I get that a lot. I'd be straight up. I tell people I'm blunt. Hey man, you have no shot, dude. You're 5'8", 200 pounds. You run a 4.840. And you play wide receiver. You have no shot at the NFL, dude. Like,
right.
Go get a job, get a career. Do not keep working out. You have no shot. All right.
And you can make $1 million working now. Yeah. So football is not the only avenue. Basketball, man, they make that bread. Basketball and baseball.
Yeah, you can coaches. You got a good point. Coaches makes millions of dollars right now. Like a head coach at a university, a major university, they making $10, $20 million a year. Assistants making $1 million. You can make $1 million in doing something, dealing with sports without playing and smashing your head. I think that's where most athletes get stuck at today in today's world. And that's why I tell people every day, you don't have a big minority coaches out there, because I'm just calling space play. Most African-American athletes, black athletes, we chase the pro sport so long that we miss our path to be a coach to make the same amount of money or more that freaking the players make. I look at Nick Saban. Nick Saban made over $300 million by coaching Alabama without smashing his head, right? He was there for a zillion years, made $300 million. Didn't play, didn't go out there and smash his head that time. Versus you got a kid who didn't make it or trying to make it, not understanding realistically the numbers and the size and speed don't add up, right? You basketball and you play a center and you 6'6", 6'7", it's gonna be hard to make to the NBA. Look at the numbers. Like, these dudes are 7 foot tall, so you have no shot. Yeah, you can go play overseas and make 30 grand or whatever. Same thing football. You can go play in USFL, but if you love the game so much, go be a coach, right? Go be a coach. You can make the same. You can make more money without smashing your head. Like, I got buddies right now that are coaching in college. These dude position coaches making $2 million a year. Defense coordinators making $4 million a year, right? So when people always tell me it's not a lot of diversity in coaching at big major universities, because most of us, we're chasing the sport so long, we miss our window to be a coach, right?
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to be a GA assistant. You don't want to be a GA, which basically you don't make a lot of money and just pay for at 35 years old, since you realize you didn't make it, you don't want to go back and be a GA now, but boom. You don't, you graduate college, whatever, right? 22, whatever, 23, right? You give football, whatever sport you playing, baseball, you give it a shot, right? For 2 or 3 years to go to pro, right? I always say 2-year window, right? If it don't happen within that 2-year window, it's not going to happen, right? You're not going to make it to the league. Go back. If you love the sport so much, go back, be a GA. You 25, 26, be a GA. Boom, work your way up the ladder. Now you the assistant coach. Now you the head coach. At 30 years old, you're making millions of dollars. So I think a lot of people miss our boat on that.
Gotcha. And so so Coach Thomas, R.I.P. Coach Thomas, great dude, love him to death, man. He taught me so much, and Miss Thomas and his daughter is it Ashley? I think it's Ashley. I'll go back and check it. But Coach Thomas, at the end of the season, every year called every player in the office and gave everybody a plan. And so that helped me out in the corporate world with being able to say, hey, this is the plan for the summer. You have to do this, and completing those goals. And then I take that now into the workforce. He also said that at the age of 25, it's over. It's over. There is no...
Well, you get some guys in college right now that's 25 still, but I totally agree.
Well, yeah, we was finishing at 21.
Yeah. That's why I know. I was telling people the other day, man. I graduated high school at 17. I was in college at 18. I was done with college at 20. Guys now, I was done at 21 because I was a Prop 48. I lost a year. That was another thing. The rules was crazy. I only played 3 years. Guys now graduating college at 25. Still in playing right now, 25, 26.
You might still have a year.
I know. Might still have a year eligibility. I'm old as dirt right now. I think, hey, I'm still in shape, though.
He got a year.
but man, you know that you're right though. Coach Thomas, man, was a guy who told you straight up, man. And he you know, he told you straight up, and he was honest with you. And I respect him a lot, you know, for things he did for me, friends, families. Always looked out for us, man. He's a real guy, man. But Mac, man, I gotta run, man. I gotta go pick up my daughter. I got golf. I'm shooting her around every day, man.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey, man, I see your daughter on Instagram, man. She's doing well. She's doing fire.
She's an athlete.
She is the best athlete in the family. Well, second to Andrea. But man, that's really good what you're doing with your kiddo, man. And I watch you all the time, man. Honored to be your friend.
For sure,
about 30 years in the game. I mean, I remember the first time. So this dude here, this last one, we can wrap it up. He took me to my first club, right? So I'm at the club, and he like, you know.
We walk in there with $10. Both of us have. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I think I had $20 in my pocket. I think you had $10 in your pocket.
I had $10 in my pocket.
All right, keep going. This is a funny story.
So,
I don't even know how we got in. I think we.
Yeah, how did we get in?
Oh, no. It was free before 9 or 10 o'clock. So we got there before 10 o'clock. It was free, right? We the first people in the club.
Yes. And so I had this young lady, and she staying with me the whole night, right? And then Derrick say, man, buy her a drink. I'm like, dude, I only got $10. And so, you know, I buy her a drink, you know what I'm saying? So we're still at the club. And then I said, hey, I'm finna go to the restaurant right quick. I'll be right back. Man, I came back. She was gone. I see another dude taking her out the club. I'm like, damn, she got, I want my $10 back.
Man. She was talking to Mac, just standing there, and I was like, Mac, you gotta buy a drink. Mac had $10 to his name, dog. He spent his last $10.
Man, that was a hurt.
He go to the bathroom, come back, she gone. He was hurt, dog.
I was like, man, I want my $10 back.
He was hurt, man. He was hurt. I was like, dang. I was like, yeah, you gonna learn real quick.
Got you. So yeah, but no, man, great experiences, man. And shoot, as we keep this journey going, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good luck in the corporate world, man. Loan me some bread. Hey, man, that's a wrap with D Junk today, the Sports Resort, man. Y'all have a great day, blessed day. God is good all the time. Peace.